The Vice President of BlackBerry, Sels, has cautioned companies to quickly migrate their data onto cloud sources as a means of beating cyber attacks. He predicts many companies will be at their most vulnerable state as their staff work remotely. He was speaking exclusively to Odelia Ntiamwa ahead of a webinar on cybersecurity put together by the Canada-Ghana Business Chamber with partnership from Joy Business on Thursday.
A lot of companies, especially global companies, are looking at gradually migrating their workforce online and probably even staying away from within the workspace. How is that going to increase issues relating to cybersecurity, and how quickly should companies actually embrace issues relating to cybersecurity? Since everyone is looking at working from home or working from remote sources?
Well, I think there are a number of things to call out there, but the first perspective I'd like to share is think of it in these terms. If you had an organization previously of, let's say, 200 people or even 50,000 people, you might have had with the 200 people, maybe one office or maybe 5 offices. With the 50,000 people, maybe you have 100 offices. Now, if you have 50,000 remote workers, you have 50,000 offices in a way. And you can't ship equipment to everyone. Because previously in the office, we had our castle and our moat. We had all of our defenses there. The internet connection came in. Everything was reviewed there and it worked. Now, of course, with remote working, you no longer have that. At the same point in time, you're, as an organization, exposed to risks that people have at home. Maybe my home network was already compromised and there is some malware roaming around on my network. I plug in my laptop from work and it's compromised. So you have a heightened risk profile. You lose control as an organization because your processes may no longer run as effectively. We have patching processes, we have updates, all of that. If somebody says, well, I can actually work locally on my machine and I connect one time a week to the VPN, well, that means that the rest of this time, you have no visibility on the attacks and you cannot send anything to that machine. And then the last thing I think, and this will maybe be more crucial also in Africa, I see it here in the Middle East where I am, is that connectivity at home can be a bit of a hit and miss. If you are living in a rural location, also, I mean, you typically don't want to be sending a lot of data back and forth to the central location or having a lot of people using that central bandwidth. So we have to find new ways to keep the environment working, keep it resilient, and do it in a cost-effective manner. So I think organizations can adopt cloud and other initiatives to achieve this.